Welcome to Study Synthesis. This is Class 8 topic Cell, Structural and Functional Unit of Living Organisms. Cell is not just a simple bag of liquid, it is a complex structure. It has many parts, and those parts are called as cell organelles. One such cell organelle are plastids. They are rod shaped. They are present only in plant cells. Now we know that chloroplast, they have a green color pigment called as chlorophyll. It helps in the process of photosynthesis. Non-green plants also have certain plastids which help in the storage of certain substances, right? Besides plastids, the cells, they also have large empty looking space which is referred to as vacuole, as a vacuum. Now in case of plant cells, these vacuoles, they are big in size and they push the nucleus to the corner. In case of animal cells, vacuoles, usually they are not present, and if they are present, they are, as you can see in the diagram, very small, right? Let us discuss the differences. These are the diagrams given of animal cell, as well as this is animal cell and this is plant cell, right? If it comes in exam, we have to draw these diagrams and label them properly. Labeling are also shown in the diagrams. The first thing which we can compare the both is that animal cell and plant cell both have an outer layer which is referred to as cell membrane, but plant cell will have additional membrane called as additional layer called as cell wall. Now as plants cannot move, they need this extra layer for protection, right? Second difference we have already discussed, that plant cell has a very big vacuole and it pushes the nucleus to the corner, right? In case of animal cells, their vacuoles are usually not present, and in case they are present, they are small. Now nucleus, for that reason, is centrally located. It is not pushed to the corner. So the difference second is nucleus in the corner. In case of plant cell, it is pushed to the corner by the large vacuole, right? Vacuole in case of plant cell are large. Vacuole in case of animal cell not present. If present, they are small, right? Fourth difference between plant cell and animal cell is that plant cells have an organelle called as chloroplast, which contains green pigment called chlorophyll, which helps in the process of photosynthesis. In case of animal cell, chloroplast is not presence of organization in the living organism. We have to understand the hierarchy of the levels of organization, right? The first, the basic structural unit of life is called as a cell. Just like there are bricks that make up the wall, in the same way each and every living organism is made up of cells. These cells are the basic units. These cells, they are the structural and functional units of all living organisms. Now when cells of same type, they group together, they have a similar function to perform. Like xylem cell, they conduct water, right? All the similar type of cells, they have similar function, they have same function to conduct water, so they will form xylem tissue. Tissues are made in such a manner. So cells of similar type, they combine and form tissues. Now tissues, when they come together, when they combine, they can form organs. You can see here stomach, heart, lungs. These are the various organs. Tissues, they form organs, right? Now organs, when they combine, they work together, they form various systems called as organ systems. They perform all the major functions of the body. See, you can see here digestive system. In the same way, there are circulatory system, excretory system, reproductive system, right? And when these organ systems, they combine, they form various organisms. Organisms, it can be human beings, plants, or animals. So what are the levels of organization? Cells, they form tissues. Tissues of same kind form organs. Organs form organ systems, and organ systems, they form organisms, right? Let us learn more about multicellular organisms. Now what are multicellular organisms? Organisms having more than one cell. There are many cells present in case of multi. Multi means many. Cellular means cells. Multicellular organisms, they have many cells. Unicellular organisms, unit one. One cell is present, like amoeba, like paramecium. They are single, they are unicellular. But multicellular organism, their life begins with a single cell called as egg. Now this egg will divide repeatedly. One cell will form two cells will form four cells, and ultimately multiple cells, many cells are made which make up the multicellular organisms. Animals like human beings, plants, we all are examples of multicellular organisms, right? Organisms present in pond water. The first one is amoeba. It is a protozoan. Protozoan means primitive animals, right? This is single celled. That means unicellular, moves with the help of false wheat pseudopodia. It is irregular in shape. अगर एग्जाम में डायग्राम आ जाएगा तो न्यूक्लियस pseudopodia and animal cell है तो outermost membrane will be cell membrane and then cytoplasm. They can also be labeled. ठीक है. Second organism is paramecium. It is again a protozoan, unicellular है. It moves from one place to another with the help of स्पेशलाइज स्ट्रक्चर्स कॉल्ड एज सीलिया. ये हेयर लाइक स्ट्रक्चर है. लेबलिंग में न्यूक्लियस, सीलिया, देन कॉन्ट्रैक्टाइल वैक्यूल. एनिमल सेल है तो आउटर मोस्ट is the cell membrane, then cytoplasm can also be labeled. This is oral groove. Third microorganism is algae. Single celled है, unicellular, green है because of the presence of green pigment chlorophyll. It also moves from one place to another with the help of specialized structures. ये specialized structures क्या है? Hunter-like structures, flagella है. ठीक है. As it is a plant cell, outermost is the cell wall. Outermost layer जो है, that is the cell wall. Okay. The organisms present in pond water we have already done. Now organisms present in soil suspension. The first organism are bread mold. We have studied about them, you remember? Rhizopus. They are the branched filament without chlorophyll. In a sac-like structure है, we remember it as sporangium that has spores, right? Another organism are again mold, fungus, but this is penicillium, from which medicine penicillin was discovered by Alexander Fleming. This is also branched filament. This also does not have chlorophyll. Brush-like structure or finger-like structure, right? Next in line are algae. Algae, we all know they have green color pigment, chlorophyll, and they are spherical. And the last but not least, bacteria. Bacteria is present everywhere and they have various shapes. You can see here that there are spherical, they are cocci, comma shaped are also there. They are called as vibrio, rod shaped, bacillus, and spiral, spirilla. They also have hair-like projection around them. Let's recall the names once again. Spherical, cocci, COCCI, right? Comma shaped, vibrio, VIBRIO, vibrio. Rod shaped, bacillus, 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 as in lactobacillus. And last ones, spirilla, spiral shaped. ठीक है? Question arises, why do cells look so different from each other? Does shape structure of cell has any relation with its function? The answer is yes. Unique shape, size and structure of cells help them to carry out specific functions. Now example is inner cheek cells. कैसे हैं? थिन एंड फ्लैट है, इसीलिए क्या करते हैं? दे फॉर्म द प्रोटेक्टिव लाइनिंग ऑन द इनर सरफेस ऑफ द चीक। नर्व सेल्स, न्यूरॉन्स भी बुलाते हैं, क्या फंक्शन है? दैट दे हैव टू कैरी मैसेजेस इन आवर बॉडी, तो मैसेजेस जल्दी पास होने चाहिए ना, दैट इज व्हाई दे आर वेरी लॉन्ग एंड ब्रांच्ड। Look at the diagram given. It is well labeled. If it comes in exam, it is for you that you can practice and label it properly. Next क्या आ जाते हैं? Plant cells आ जाते हैं। कैसे हैं? Rectangular हैं, elongated हैं, tube-like भी हैं। ये देखिए diagram में। Xylem vessels tube-like ही है ना? That is why they carry water throughout the plant. So the structure shape is related to the function. फिर क्या है? मसल सेल्स कहां प्रेजेंट है? वैसे तो मसल सेल्स हर जगह है, बट वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस दिस केस। फूड टाइप में है, थिन है, फ्लेक्सिबल है, कैसी शेप है? स्पिंडल शेप है। स्पिंडल शेप क्या होती है? थिनर एट दी साइड्स एंड थिकर इन दी सेंटर। ठीक है, तो क्या कर रहा है मसल सेल? कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर रहा है, रिलैक्स कर रहा है, इसे क्या कहेंगे? वेव लाइक मोशन। Thus it pushes the food down the stomach. क्या कहते हैं इसको? पेरिस्टालसिस या पेरिस्टाल्टिक मूवमेंट। क्या मसल सेल्स सिर्फ फूड पाइप में है? नहीं जी, स्टमक वॉल में भी है, where they help churn the food. Inner lining of stomach में क्या करते हैं मसल सेल्स? Digestive juices and acids produce करते हैं that help break down the food. तो फूड पाइप में पेरिस्टालसिस, स्टमक वॉल में हेल्प चर्न फूड और इनर लाइनिंग ऑफ स्टमक सिक्रीट्स डाइजेस्टिव जूसेस एंड एसिड्स टू ब्रेक डाउन फूड। तो ये सारे के सारे फंक्शंस टुगेदर मेक डाइजेशन पॉसिबल। I hope you have understood that how structure and shape of cell is related to its function. If you like it, subscribe it. Okay, beta.